How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you what it's like to drive a Koenigsegg Regera from a first-person point of view. One of the coolest parts of the Koenigsegg Regera is all of the body panels are robotized in something Koenigsegg refers to as auto skin. So if we look at the key itself, it's shaped like the Koenigsegg logo, but if we turn it over, there's a series of buttons that control each of the panels. So these are for opening and closing the doors, the trunk, the engine, etc. But there's a ghost button where if we double-click that, every single component of the Regera is going to open up at once like a transformer. How cool is that? Now, the Regera has a removable roof, which can actually be stored inside of the front trunk right here. It's got the perfect shape for that roof. At the heart of the Regera is a 5-liter twin turbocharged V8 and 3 electric motors, making a combined 1,500 horsepower and 1,475 pound-feet of torque. All the power is sent to the rear wheels via a direct drive transmission that is super complex. I'll tell you more about it when we get out onto the road, but the result is a top speed of over 250 miles an hour in one gear. The Regera is meant to be Koenigsegg's Hyper GT, so a little bit more comfort and luxury focused than, say, the Jesko or the Agera RS. But obviously, the looks are still extreme, given the fact that it is a Koenigsegg. Now, the rear subframe actually has these soft mounts, allowing the engine and transmission to be mounted really softly in comfort mode, but then the mounts actually stiffen up when you're in track mode, creating a more engaging and more dynamic driving experience, but it kind of provides the best of all worlds in terms of comfort and speed. This specific spec is actually incredible. Look at that exposed blue carbon fiber. Coming around to the side, we've got those exposed blue carbon fiber wheels. One of the most unique elements of the Regera is actually the design of the exhaust. So the exhausts are to the left here and to the right over here, and they're called a fishtail design. The massive center-mounted hole there is actually for heat extraction for the battery and the electric motors. People think that's the exhaust, but they're actually these little fins here, the fishtail design that hasn't been used in over 50 years in cars. Pretty cool innovation. To hop inside the Regera, you can either use the key or there is a little hidden button right here. Go ahead and click that, and those dihedral synchro helix doors will open up automatically, allowing you to climb inside. Inside the Koenigsegg Regera now, everything is carbon fiber, leather, or metal. It's incredible in here. You'll notice there's paddles, even though it's a direct drive single-speed transmission. If you pull the left one, it puts the car into reverse. If you pull the right one, it puts it into neutral, and then one more into drive. Now, because this car is actually a hybrid, you can drive it in all electric mode and just take off without making any sound whatsoever. If you put your foot on the brake and click the engine start stop button again, it fires on that twin turbocharged V8. Things get absolutely gnarly in here. We've got a front lift button. We even have cruise control, Apple CarPlay on the screen. We've got a really nice surround view 360 camera. Now, if we head over to the touchscreen infotainment and click on performance, now we can choose between comfort, wet, snow, and track mode, as well as the traction control and stability control. Over here, we've got wireless chargers that illuminate this little logo when they're functional. Look at the doors. Release lever is a Koenigsegg badge, but you can also automatically release the car doors by clicking this button right here. All of a sudden the window drops and that dihedral synchro helix door will open to the sky. All right, guys, let's take it out for a drive. But before we drive the Regera, I gotta tell you about one of my favorite car events of the year, Audrain Newport Concours and Motor Week. October 2nd through 5th, Newport, Rhode Island transforms into an automotive paradise. Think drives, rallies, car shows, car meets. It's the place to be. On October 3rd, they have an event called The Gathering at Rough Point, one of the coolest mansions with an insane view. Tons of supercars, hypercars, and older cars as well. And it kind of has the perfect mix of a big enough crowd so that it's fun, there's an awesome atmosphere, but nowhere near enough people so that it's crowded and you can't get pictures. You can get up close and personal with some of the coolest cars in the world. And then on October 5th, we have the Concours d'Elegance at the Breakers Mansion, another spectacular place. There you can immerse yourself in gorgeous cars of times past, get some awesome food and drink, and just hang out. It's always an absolutely great time. So I've got a link in the description below so you guys can buy tickets to both of those events. I'll be there. I've been there 4+ times at this point, and I look forward to it every single year. All right, guys, on to the video. pull the right paddle to put it into drive, and we're gonna take off behind Tim Cad in his Pagani Huayra Roadster. I believe at this point I've probably posted that Pagani review. If you haven't seen it, make sure to check it out. So special thanks to Tim Cad on Instagram, as well as Map277 Project for making this possible. They do a lot of really cool charity stuff with their cars, bring them to events, and they actually drive them. So they're always out on the road for people to see. A lot of cars like this don't get driven. But I am very curious, once we get out of the parking lot here, to see what the Regera is like. A single gear transmission. Koenigsegg refers to it as the direct drive transmission. And I watched a whole bunch of videos. Effectively, what Christian explains is, it's like having a car locked into 7th gear. Now, 7th gear is a good ratio for really high speed stuff, but obviously pulling away from a standstill at 7th gear, there's gonna be a lack of torque. So what Koenigsegg does is, they have this basically torque converter instead of a transmission that multiplies the torque down low at lower RPMs, and then it locks itself and does nothing at the upper range of the RPMs. And then you also have 700 horsepower worth of electric motors helping thrust this thing forward when you're at low speeds. Without the electric motors, it does 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. And funny enough, with just the electric motors, it also can do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, but together it's under 3 seconds and goes on to a top speed of over 250 miles an hour. But it's a pretty weird feeling. We're just cruising along and it has this just one continuous gear, almost like an electric car. And I'm curious to see what it feels like and what it sounds like at high speeds when you're really on the gas. And I kind of wish almost that these paddles simulated gear shifts, because it'd be fun to have that interruption in power that makes the Regera RS so awesome. At least give you something to do. The interior is very nice. Center mounted instrument cluster and tachometer is awesome. Oh my God, the turbo blow off is insane. Listen to this. That is crazy. Obviously need to get a little bit more open space in order to fully experience the power, but pretty cool. I mean, it basically feels like the car is downshifting and accelerating and upshifting all at the same time. So there's no need for a gearbox. Climate control works pretty good. Click this button here, choose the temperature. It doesn't actually give you a temperature, it just says minimum or maximum and the fan speed. Go ahead and go back. This is the home button right here. We've got Apple CarPlay as well as some controls for the vehicle. We've got a power gauge right there in kilowatts, which is pretty cool, and an RPM gauge, but we don't have a gear, obviously. There's no gauge letting you know what gear it is in because we were in the same gear the entire time. We've got a really, really small windshield. It's almost like driving a tank. Obviously, I've never driven a tank, but that's kind of what I imagine it would be like. In the rear view mirror, we've got the smallest, it's almost comical, the little hole to see out of. Side view visibility is actually pretty good. And once again, doesn't feel like an intimidating car to drive. I will say it does feel more comfortable and a little bit bigger than the Regera RS that I recently drove. This is definitely a car that you could drive long distances in. The seats, despite being really supportive, are actually really comfortable as well. Let's get on the power a bit. It's funny, the car is just in the right gear at all times, so you don't have to downshift, you just... This thing is funny. I will say the turbo blow off is awesome. I think of all the Koenigsegg models, the Regera might be my least favorite in terms of the design as well as the direct drive transmission. But that's only because the other cars are so good. Like, in its own right, the Regera is an awesome hypercar, and I think it's really cool that Christian is always pushing the envelope of technologies. Like, what even is this gearbox? Oh, you can feel towards the end there, it just started to pick up. And the boost kicks in. But I do enjoy the drama of either the single clutch or the speed of the shifts in the Jesko, as well as the design language. But man, talk about a unique driving experience. There really isn't any other car that's like this. I mean, it's got the benefits of an electric car in terms of the instantaneous torque, but then it's got all the benefits of an internal combustion engine car with that massive V8. What a vehicle. Well, let's see if the responsiveness changes. Go over to performance. Let's put it into track mode. Okay. Full power setting or endurance mode. And then we've got a launch control setting of normal mode or drag strip, which is pretty cool. Obviously, we need it in full power mode. And we've got traction control and stability control on. Oh my God. Yeah, it just literally pulls harder and harder as the speeds climb. Steering is got some nice weight to it. Pretty communicative, nothing crazy. And you can feel those soft engine mounts when I'm not really putting crazy inputs in. The car like really absorbs bumps well for something that's this capable and this fast. Oh my gosh. I do keep wishing I could pull paddles though. It's the only thing. And it's really cool that with the Regera and a lot of the Koenigsegg's, you can remove the roof. So a couple of latches here. You've even got an awesome sunroof up here, and you can put the roof in your front storage. It kind of leaves you with the inability to put any sort of storage in the car, but there are some extra compartments, and if you're gonna take something like this on a rally, oftentimes people have a support vehicle. You can hear the car's kind of like figuring out where to go. It's like surging and shifting through the power band. Okay, now I have noticed that the rear wing is up, perhaps due to the freeway speeds we're doing now, and I can't see out the back whatsoever. The wing has completely blocked anything out of the rear view mirror. But not a big deal, because in the Regera RS, you didn't even have a rear view mirror, so I guess that's an improvement. Yeah, this thing absolutely moves. And it makes 200 more horsepower on E85 as well. This is just running on 91. The 1200 horsepower from the internal combustion engine and 700 from the 3 electric motors. Now, it doesn't add up to 1900. I guess some tricksy math equates to 1500 horsepower total. But it is no slouch. I will say, you can feel it's clearly limiting the torque severely down low, because you would think in a rear-wheel drive 1500 horsepower car, it would immediately blow the tires off the car. But it actually puts the power down pretty well, and it's not scary. The fact that you've got 1500 horsepower in rear-wheel drive and you could actually drive it and smash your foot against the floor in a straight line is pretty darn cool. It's weird. What a car. Once again, huge thanks to Tim Cad and the Map 277 project for making this possible. This thing is outrageous. Oh my God. It actually gives the Pagani a run for its money in terms of turbo blow-off noises. Paganis are kind of the king of turbo noises, but this thing is crazy. Oh my gosh. I just want to be on a runway so bad and able to go over 250 miles an hour, because you can feel this thing just wants to stretch its legs. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. This Regera is pretty darn insane. See you next video.